All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. I love the Friday reading. This is what your person's thinking and feeling about you, right? And one card for each sign in the energies of right now. And this is a fun time to pull it. This is the end of a week. It's been quite a week with Lionsgate, Venus changing signs. You've seen the readings. Now, let's, kind of have the universe add it all up here with an exploded all signs reading on the table. One card for each sign. I've got a pre-shuffle here. Right? Watch everything. This isn't your horoscope. It's just straight up energy reading. All right, so, I'm just splitting the cycle into 12 pieces. There's text in the description that explains that. For those that really need timestamps, there's no point in that. That you're all part of a cycle. That would be a waste. All right, so that said, you do what you want with the reading, but that said, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. All right. So, in the Friday reading, we don't clarify, just one card for each sign. We pull what your person's thinking and feeling about you in the current energies. Tomorrow in the weekly reading, and it's quite a week coming up too, we see what actions they're going to take within those energies, and we do clarify. All right, let's see. Pre-shuffle, I got the Hierophant, then crossed by the Nine of Wands with a Wheel of Fortune. It's a short 3-card pre-shuffle, just me talking to the universe, but it's very clear, and it makes sense for the week. The Nine of Wands has a few different meanings. In the soulmate cycle, it represents your person's resistance to things, the wall they put up. Yeah. But in this context here, this is the universe talking about your person's resistance to the changes that are happening. That north node working with Lionsgate to correct our course of destiny, get back on the right road, kind of a thing. Your person's resistance to that is coming to an end. The Nine of Wands here. Okay, nines are the end in tarot, right? This is a persistent energy. The universe is really, I've got the Wheel of Destiny here to back it up. Turning, forcing your person to look at things, feel these changes. This is that course correction right here. And your person's resistance to it is futile and coming to an end. It's a very persistent energy that will not stop. It's like a Terminator. I know I use that a lot, but it is. It really feels like it. There's a lot of changes that have happened here and are happening within your person, and they have to happen to correct that course, right? To correct the course. What's underneath this Wheel of Fortune? I haven't looked. I don't know. What is it? Oh yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. We saw that in the Leo, Venus in Leo reading, in the soul position, right? And that all signs reading. And we saw the Nine of Pentacles a lot. Someone breaking free. So again, we got a lot of nines in play here. This Nine of Wands comes up a lot in these soulmate readings where it pertains to you. It's that persistence, but it's your persistence leading to victory. The DFs in this cycle, the non-runners, shall we say, not all DFs, but the non-runners in this cycle have learned their spiritual lessons. They are, and there's a big victory coming for them. So I'll give you both sides of the energy because it's there. All right, but for your person, all this resistance to these changes, it's coming to an end. Somebody here is just giving it up. Okay, they're just giving up and just allowing things to happen, especially with that Wheel of Fortune there. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do this. Give me the soulmate cycle right now, universe. What's the runner thinking and feeling about? Oh my God, I've got, okay. All right, I've got two. The deck fell apart on me as I shuffled. Okay, we're done. That's it. The universe is like, you're done shuffling. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy, another 9, the 9 of Cups. Okay? Again, it backs up the pre-shuffle. It backs up that energy of someone here who's coming to get their 9 cups. There's a wish on your side of the energy. There's a wish that's about to be fulfilled. Okay? For them, same thing. It really is. What wanted to fly out with that, and I'm going to take it off the top of the deck. It comes off the top because it flew out with that. And it's the actual card that's crossing this 9 of Cups is the 6 of Cups. And we talked about this energy in the in some reading recently. I don't remember which one, but it's sort of that it's nostalgia, okay? Well, we talked about an energy similar to this, which was nostalgia coming up, right? A lot of nostalgia and all of that, but it's about the past lives. It's about someone really feeling what's going on here, right? Feeling you on a level that they can't quite understand. All right, so that's crossing that. I'm just going to put it right there. All right, let's see where we go here. One card for each sign. Are we ready? I'm ready. We start with Aries, we end with Pisces. And everything matters here. So write down anything that makes sense to you and add it all up at the end. I'll have the universe added up at the end from another deck. Let's see where we go. Aries, the sun. It's communication. But that's the first word that popped into my head. But it's more than that. It's because it's what your person's thinking and feeling, right? This is someone here who can't ignore the fact that you matter. Can I put it that way? You know, I could say you make them happy. I could. It's the happiest card in the deck. But that's not really the energy that's reflecting off of it. You know, it's someone who's realizing that this matters, that for some reason this connection matters to them. Again, it ties with that pre-shuffle. Those spiritual lessons, the resistance to it it can't be there. There's too much destiny in play. There's too much universe energy, big Lionsgate things and North Node sandwich that is August. It's too much. Taurus. Temperance. Look at this. All major arcana here so far. Temperance. Again, it's the same thing. It's the same message. It's someone here who, your person needs to get past their ego to come in and apologize and make things right. They have a hard time with that, but again, it's this energy, it's this balanced energy of realizing that you matter. It's a moment of clarity, we could call it that, for your person. I don't know whether they're going to take action. We have to find out in the weekly reading and as the week progresses and the readings I pull, but it is that. It's the same thing I said for Aries, okay, basically. All right, someone realizing that you're really important to them and they really screwed up here. Okay. Well, I can dig it with the week. You know the readings, right? You've been watching the readings. You know there's a course correction of our soul's true purpose. You know, these soulmate connections are very strong. They're here for that purpose. They're here to move everybody involved up to a new level. Gemini. Another major arcana. All major arcana so far on the top row. See, that's that Wheel of Fortune I showed you in the pre-shuffle. That's important. You know, that validates the whole thing because Lionsgate's here this week, right? So here we are at the end of that week, the end of Lionsgate week on the Friday. And yeah, there's been a lot of thinking going on everyone's person's side. The devil here, it's toxin in this case. It's not even, yes, you could obviously pay attention to what I told Taurus and Aries, but your person, I always get this for you, Gemini, your person is controlled and manipulated by some energy around them, okay? But the soul contract that the universe is trying, this is a soul contract on crack. The soul contract that the universe is trying to call in is much stronger, okay? I feel like if we clarified that, we would see some movement on that devil in some way. But you're definitely dealing with somebody who's got either someone or a group of someones or something in their ear. You know, it could be within themselves, you know, someone sticking to like a tradition or something like that. But there's just a whole lot of just confusion and fear and toxin, oh my, all around it. Cancer. What's the hot spot? It's bookending the sun. I'll shit if it's a major arcana. Well, it's close. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Slowly but surely your person's starting over, you know, but they're just taking their time. There's a lot of fear. I got the fear from the devil here bleeding over. It's just, I wish I could clarify that. What your person's thinking and feeling about you right now? Yeah, you'd be a great new start for them, right? But you heard the tone in my voice, right? Yeah, you'd be a great new start for them, but there's something else that keeps this person tied to something or locked into something, or it could be something within them. It could be, it's just a lot of fear. I don't usually get fear off of this, but I do. All I can do when I look at this is I look at this. It's really strange. Okay. Leo. Oh, hold on. Before I do that, let's analyze this top row, because this is really just an exploded all signs reading. So this would be a 4 card. The Ace of Pentacles bookending the sun, the devil crossing Temperance. right? Like that. Like I would do in a 4-card spread, like in an extended or something like that. So, in analyzing this top row and what your person's thinking and feeling about you, for all of you on the top level, there's a lot of overthinking. There's a lot of realization that you're not going away. There's a lot of persistent energy, and there's a lot of figuring out that you matter for some reason. Again, tying to the pre-shuffle with that Hierophant, crossed by the 9 of Wands. That whole resistance to the spiritual changes is a waste of time because it's fueled by a Wheel of Fortune underneath it. Leo. This is pretty cool. All right, it's going to make for an interesting weekly reading tomorrow. Leo, the Moon, Major Arcana everywhere. I've got 5 cards on the table, and 4 of them are Major Arcana, and the only one that isn't is an Ace, and one of the most powerful aces, if not the most powerful ace I could pull. So many secrets, so much. I know you don't believe me when I say this, Leo, and I can't tell you apart from your person. Roles can be reversed here. But man, it's bleeding off the sun, which ironically, or coincidentally, I should say, is, I don't want to turn into Alanis Morissette and get fucking irony wrong, but coincidentally, it's a Leo energy here. And it is. This is the divine masculine. This is the divine feminine. Your energy, the Leo energy, is blending with the Aries energy there for sure. I've got someone who the soulmate connection makes them very happy, but they keep it a secret from everyone and themselves. I get this all the time for your person, and some of you say, no, that can't be true. It can't be. No, I think if they were sitting, hypothetically, if they were sitting at a table with a group of people that were bad-mouthing you, they would join in. Okay, but secretly underneath, you're one of the most important people, if not the most important person, and influential person that's crossed their path in quite some time. Okay? That's amazing that I get that energy. Virgo. Page of Swords. Virgo, you have an energy around you. It's a new energy. Okay? Somebody's got their eye on you. I don't know who. I don't. I think it's your runner. I know they're thinking about you, but it could be somebody new. I don't know, but there's some energy that's really into you. Okay, now it might, because this is a Page of Swords, it might disappoint you to find out who it is. Okay, that's possible. Maybe, oh, how weird, how gross would it be if it's like a cousin that has a thing for you, and it's like, but their logic is, well, we're second cousins. You know, kind of, no, that's gross. No, that would be disappointing, but it's a good example of it. I got to give you an example of a disappointment. Or maybe it's your elderly neighbor and you're in your 20s or something. I don't know. I can't tell. It's a general reading, right? I don't know. But you have a very attracting energy around you. You are attracting some attention. Some of it might be a little disappointing. Your runner's soulmate is definitely still thinking about you. They might spy on you. They might try to find you on social media. I don't know. Or ask someone about you. Libra. 5 of Wands. I think there's communication coming from you. Someone thinks you're going to rip their head off, or someone thinks that you guys have some kind of conflict to resolve and it's going to result in some sort of an argument or something along those lines. Obviously, they don't know Libras, because Libras don't like to argue. Okay? But I think an argument has to happen here. I think what someone's thinking and feeling about you is that they fucked up here and they're going to have to make it right, but it's tough for them to do that. I still say, and I said this in your August reading, and I've been saying it to you a lot, you've got communication coming from somebody. Whatever this is, whatever this little hurdle is, it's pretty minor, but it's something that they're blowing up into something much more than it is in their own head. Okay? That's all I get. And again, we'll find out more tomorrow in the weekly reading, of course. Scorpio. My hot Scorpios, the Ace of Cups. You have... just pay attention to what I told Virgo, except leave out the disappointment. You must be hot. I always tell you that, Scorpio. You must be something else. You have a lot of admirers around you. There's a lot of people around you that want to bang you, that you may or may not know about. With the Ace of Cups, it's not always shown, okay? In fact, it usually isn't. as far as your runner goes, this Ace of Cups has become toxic. It's that toxic Ace of Cups. Because why? Because it's feedback and it's sitting on it. It's read with it in the reading anyway. The Ace of Pentacles there is grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. It's taken someone too long to come around. And in that time, your hotness has grown because you've grown. Your Empress energy is up. So you've got some admirers around you, most of which I think you're going to be quite pleased by. I'd be surprised right now if you weren't busy on dates and things like that. If you're not, you will be soon, I imagine. A lot of people are holding on to a lot of love for you. One of them is a runner soulmate who's been taking their time. They really have. Oh my God. So afraid of you. It's unreal. Sagittarius, it's still there. I can't believe that. Just go hit that shit. Come on. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of anything in the 3D. It's all nonsense. It's all an illusion, right? The hologram theory's already been proved and backed up. The math actually works. It's just people refuse to believe it. But the hologram theory, go Google hologram theory and look it up. I've known, any energy reader knows anyway, it's all just bullshit, the 3D. It's all nonsense. So we're here to learn. It's almost like a setup in a lot of ways, like a video game. It's all programmed and things along those lines. I don't know why somebody's so afraid of you, but other people are going to be coming in. There is new love approaching here. Could be from an old person. I mean, that runner soulmate. Okay, Sagittarius, Page of Wands. It's communication. Somebody wants to talk to you, but it's so on the surface, right? It's on the surface. It ties to what I've been telling you. All my readings tie together. I'm here studying a cycle, so it all ties together. It is someone who blew you off, someone who ran from you, who now wants to maybe talk to you or at least try to have an in with you. It could be new love approaching. There is an Ace of Cups here, and its energy is bleeding onto a lot of things. It could be a new love who approaches, who maybe you might think the conversation is stupid or something like that. You know, that they're just not saying anything, just making small talk, if you will. It could be that, and you wish they'd cut to the chase. You know, either way, somebody wants to talk to you. That's all I get. Capricorn. That really applies to all of you, to be honest with you. The Five of Swords. Jesus. This is a theme. All of these people, this week is really a catalyst. You know, I said that about Lionsgate. It's a catalyst that it sort of sets things right. All right? But your people, that Nine of Wands in the pre-shuffle was telling, while the resistance is coming to an end, it's still there. The resistance to it is still there. Somebody here, what someone's thinking and feeling about you with very short-term things. Very, very sort of they're thinking about the wrong things. All right? What they should be thinking about is more long-term things with you, maybe how to fix this and then what you guys can do and all that kind of stuff. And really what they're thinking about is very short-term, very almost selfish, a selfish way of thinking. You know, only thinking about their needs and not really thinking about yours. That's what I get off of that. And it's a false victory. You know, you may have a victory coming from somebody, but again, you're sitting right on top of what I told Virgo about disappointment. You might be disappointed by the conversation you have with somebody. And you've been tied to Sagittarius, like welded together for a while, so there is a conversation coming, right? But it might disappoint the fuck out of you. It's not surprising. While these people aren't fully in, these runners aren't fully in those changes yet. So you got to keep that in mind, you know. Aquarius. Three Swords. What the fuck is going on here? Three Swords. Well, I'm just reading the incoming energy here, okay? Somebody here is just three swords. The heart's ripped to shreds. They never told you. This is somebody who never told you how they felt at all. They never really came off the fence. They never really opened up. They never really did anything. And now they think it's too late. It's what I've told you before. They think it's too late. And they're just in a woe is me kind of moment, all right? A fit of depression, if you will, even, you know, not clinical depression. They might suffer from that, I don't know. They just feel like it's too late. They've given up, kind of a thing. Somebody's just given up, and it's all internal within them. It's all complete bullshit. It's really all it is. Your energy's not attached to this. I don't think you care on some level. I don't. It's really weird because that's all I get is incoming energy. All right, Pisces. Our story began with the sun. Okay? This is the story of the energy right now in an all signs reading. All right? Some of you are tied together, and I've pointed out a few of it, a few things, but let's see where we end here. Let's see what Pisces is. Two of Wands. At the end of the day, slowly but surely, the Ace of Cups has become toxic. Someone's coming towards you. At the end of the day, the Two of Wands, all of your runners know they need to let go of something to come towards you. Why do I say that? Because I said we started with the sun, and I remember what I said. These two cards were tied together. I remember what I said. It's someone on the other side realizing, well, fuck it, you matter. Okay, I don't know why the divine feminine matters, but they matter. So they're going to need to do something about it. And this is a nice lead-in to our weekly reading that I'll be doing tomorrow, where I do this again, but I clarify and ask what actions they're going to take. Why is it a nice lead-in? Because the Two of Wands is a good place to start. It's setting the intention. And this backs up what I said about this week with Lionsgate and all of that being the catalyst for it all. Venus moving into Leo causes some action. This is an action card, or it's at least making plans to take some action, at the very least. It's nice. I wouldn't have expected to see a Three of Wands there. The Two of Wands actually fits better with this reading. The Three of Wands would have knocked a lot of this I would have questioned the reading. Said, wait a second, universe, I need to take another look here and see what you're trying to say. No, with the Two of Wands here, it makes sense. Yeah, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, Pisces in particular, my two fish people, your energy is tied with Leo position here, and they got the moon. There's a lot happening underneath the surface of somebody letting go of something and coming towards you. They're taking their time about it. The hot spot got the grandma on the freeway here, so that bleeds on to everyone. Everybody's person's taking their damn time about it. But the problem is the energy's moving fast. August comes at you fast, I said. It does. The energy is moving very quickly. So, and that's part of what's causing them to cop out, or to create little things in their head, or think short term. Well, maybe I can just go in and say some small talk or something like that. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Now, a couple of you got some serious secret admirers around you in particular. Virgo and Scorpio, you guys are attracting some attention. I don't know if you're wearing hot pants walking around or what, with your butt cheeks hanging out. I don't know what the hell's going on, but lots of people interested in your ass for sure. Let's see where we go here. Let's have the universe add this up. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. Add all this up for me. All right, I've done my best to sort through it. This is a tough reading. This is a tough week. It's a powerful week. Lionsgate's here. Venus moved into Leo, which was a very important reading, very powerful read. A lot of 9 of Pentacles, people breaking free from things. And I explained the fear around that. I think I explained it pretty good in the extended in particular. This is a powerful week, which I said would be a catalyst, and this backs it up. This is all a lot of catalyst energy. You don't see an 8 of Wands here or anything like that. It's just someone sitting in their own spiritual changes. And they're at the 9. They're at the 9 of Wands with it. They're tired. They can't put up a fight anymore. The universe is winning. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. Add all this up. Add all this up. Oh, God, yeah. I said the bottom card I'll show you first. It's crossing the center card I'm going to pull. It's the World. It's the most powerful card I can pull. It is a new cycle. Whether this person likes it or not. Whether you like it or not. Okay, that's why I gave you advice in a 3-card reading of how to deal with all this stuff. We talked about the wobble, right? Where everything seems to be changing and everything is whatever. Go with the flow of the energy. Worry about yourself and get yourself on your proper course of destiny. As far as this person goes, it doesn't matter. I don't give. It's like when I add all this up, the affecting energy is the universe basically saying to us that it doesn't give a shit what your person wants or what your person thinks. They're getting course correction, and if they choose not to, they're going to end up in some trouble. They're going to end up in towers and things like that. Yeah, they are fighting it a little bit. King of Wands. What's that World crossing? The 2 of Pentacles. See? 2 of Pentacles. It's exactly what I just said before I even pulled the fucking cards. The World crossing the 2 of Pentacles is our base energy here. It's someone wishy-washy around and around, and we know that in this energy, right? We got a North Node sandwich this month, and North Node in Taurus, as I told you way back in January, does not allow for wishy-washy. It lands people in towers. The universe is tearing this shit down. The tower is getting torn down whether your person likes it or not. They got a 60-day notice to quit, a notice to get out. If they choose to stay, then the roof's going to fall on their head. The energy is changing. The cycle is changing. Course correction is happening. Your person's wishy-washy, and it's because of, well, it's because of their ego, right? It's the Burger King. Got to have it their way. They got to have everything their way. Stubborn, selfish, all that selfish energy. It's out there in the collective too. It's out there in the world. Everybody's out for themselves. Selfish, 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 right? And it really is. It's out there. It's all going to come crashing down on them because the universe is having a course correction here. What's red with the King of Wands? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, yeah. I read that right. Again, it's someone here who's going... The Knight of Swords has a specific message. He's almost like the Knight of Truth, if you will. We could kind of phrase it that way. It's someone here who's going to charge ahead whether they want to or not. Yeah, they're being stubborn. This is more of a stubborn energy on this King of Wands. This is my laughing king. He's laughing. You know, it's all of this pretty much just says what the pre-shuffle said, which adds up all this nicely. At the end of the day, either they're going to make a decision to do it themselves, to course correct, to get back on their soul's true purpose, course of destiny. For a lot of them, they're living around toxin. We got the devil out here on the table. We got the devil and the angel right next to each other on the table. Just looking at it as a reading, I got the devil crossing the angel, saying the same thing. Angel energy cancels out devil energy. Devil energy is just static. Angel energy is like a goo. It coats it and shorts it out. This person can either make a decision or not, but they're not going to be able to stay where they are. This is a very fast-moving energy. The universe is moving fast, like I said. So that's where we're at. We're somebody here where your people are very stubborn, and their resistance is coming to an end to the spiritual changes. It has to, because the universe is making a decision for them. All right. The good news is where we started the reading and where we end it. Very important, because your person has realized that you matter. They know that. And once we know that something matters, we tend not to want to let it go, which again is why I was happy to see this Two of Wands here in the final position here in Pisces, or position 12 as I call it, right? Very happy to see that, because it's someone who realizes they need to let this go. Not have to, not even want to. They need to. They need to move on to something new. The energy is not, the world being here, this Two of Pentacles, they're not even in the driver's seat. It doesn't matter. They can think they can decide what they want, all they want. You could be on it's like they're on an airplane and it's flying to Miami, right? It's flying from Phoenix to Miami, and they're on the airplane. And your person decides, while the plane's over Texas, halfway there or so, your person decides, no, you know, I think I want to go to Chicago. Turn left. You don't get to do that. The fucking flight goes to Miami. You want to go to Chicago, you wait till you get to Miami and buy a ticket and go to Chicago. You see what I'm saying? They're not even driving. The universe is driving here. They don't get to make the decision, is sort of what the world crossing the Two of Pentacles is saying. And yet they still think they're this damn King of Wands. This damn ego and pride and all that stuff. I see it here with Taurus, this person too. Taurus, I hope you're paying attention. Your person knows your value, but, you know, they got to let that ego down. They're moving forward anyway. So this Knight of Swords and this Two of Wands as a lead into our weekly reading tomorrow, we should see some forward movement for sure. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Tough readings to do this week. A lot of destiny in play, and when that is, I'm very careful how I read it. I'm very careful. I look at it very closely, you know, because it's very powerful energy. We opened with 3 major arcana cards. I got a lot of major arcana here on the table. Almost our entire beginning of the reading was all major arcana, and that major arcana there tells the story a lot. And we opened with it in the pre-shuffle too, with the Hierophant. That said, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.